just take off, right? Supersonic was playing radio stations, the college radio stations, and it was hot. People were talking about it around school. This was when there were 5 girls, and then before you knew it, like it started getting bigger and bigger, and it was just really cool to just see all this taking place. When I bought the cassette, by the time it came out on Ruthless, and I bought the cassette, I looked on the back of the cassette, I saw the address was a street. The fan club address was a street by the high school, and so I said I'm going to meet them, and I started writing letters like literally every week. Whenever I saw them in a magazine, whenever I heard them on a song, I just got really excited, and that created an opportunity for me to become the fan club president, working with MCJB's mom, who I ended up adopting as an auntie Berkey. And that also jump-started my career as a music journalist for 25 years for Rap Sheet and Yahoo and The Source and Vibe and everything, but it was started because of JJ Fad, so I really appreciate this opportunity. So I want to read this intro, and I also want to say that as a longtime fan who I feel like, you know, I can go toe-to-toe with anyone in terms of the history of JJ Fad. I said, man, this documentary was very thorough, you know, very, very, very thorough. So here we go. Before Straight Outta Compton shook the world, before NWA was a household name, JJ Fad kicked the door wide open for Ruthless Records. The groundbreaking hit Supersonic made them the first female group, and I just confirmed this today. I looked up, you know, as a journalist, I look up my facts. The first female rap group to earn both platinum singles and a gold certified album, launching one of the most important hip hop labels. So literally, so you think of Salt and Pepper, who we love as well, but Supersonic went gold like at least 6 months before Push It went gold.
Wow.
All right. Hey, say that one more time.
Yeah. Supersonic went gold at least 6 months before Push It went gold. So the combination of the album is very significant. They're among the first rap groups ever nominated for a Grammy. We heard that in the film. Very significant. The first Grammy in 1989. You know, was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Kool Moe Dee, LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper, and JJ Fad. They're right in that mix. That's history. Very, very significant. They appeared in Coming to America. How many of you guys remember Coming to Correct? That's that scene. That's right when he walks outside on the balcony. Great, perfect scene for that. Also, remember Yo MTV Raps? You remember the intro to Yo MTV Raps that JJ Fad is in there when there's showing all those different artists that are in there saying yo. Just very significant part of the history. And as we've seen, they tour with legends like Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Public Enemy, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, NWA, etc. Also, they are part of one of the most legendary, most important, significant songs in the history of rap. We're all in the same game, you know?
Yeah.
A very, very significant song, so I'm very proud. And the last thing I'll say before we get into the questions is that their sound lives on. Eminem interpolated Supersonic and Rap God. All right, Fergie brought it back with Fergalicious. And more than three decades later, JJ Fad is still performing, still touring, and still inspiring. And they have a street name after them in Rialto. So let's congratulate them for doing all this. Here, we also have Tony Wesley, so Mickey, and just Shamira, everyone here, just thank you for this great project. So let's go ahead and get into it. So it's called You Erased Me, right? No, you can't erase me. No. First question is what is your reaction? What is your reaction
To this?
To seeing it? Yeah, because this is your first time seeing it, right?
Yeah, Wade wouldn't show it to me. He said I'm too critical. But I'm glad that he did not show it to me because I could genuinely watch it and genuinely have the feelings of seeing it for the first time. I'm so impressed. I told you that with Yellow's film. I'm so impressed with his work. I'm so impressed of how he captures everybody's emotions in the interview. He knows what to ask. He knows how to bring things up, because I had no idea he was gonna bring up the whole Dre thing. But
Not the whole.
yeah, well, yeah, please don't. But he did it in such a classy way, and in such a way that you know, just reminds me of those moments in our time.
Yeah, that's cool. How about you, baby?
Tess.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say, I know we got off to a rocky start because, you know, I was like, I don't like you. You was like, I don't like you. I was like, we was butting heads. But overall, I like what you did. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I
I'm just a man with a purpose. I had a job to do.
Right. And with your vision, what you seen was a great vision, and I appreciate you, and I want to say thank you.
Very, very welcome.
Thank you. Sassy C.
I'll just use my voice.
No, there you go. Take that.
It was amazing. I mean, anything, it just brought me to tears, you know, looking at all the stuff because I knew what you were trying to capture. I just didn't know it was going to affect me like that. It's a lot. It was a lot, you know, that time going through that, and he caught it. I mean, just like all of the different things, like you have no idea what it's like to lose everything in a house fire. And he just didn't make it easy. He just kept asking question after question in that, and then just remembering that, because he didn't play all of what he taped. It just brought it back, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
So
The-
it was good.
The humanity was the entertainment. The accolades you guys achieved is pretty obvious, but I think the humanity, the sisterhood, how you guys have been together through thick and thin. I thought that was a really important aspect of the story. And so, Tony, what was it about this story that made you want to tell it?
Well, this is one of many.
But this was so important because I'm from the culture myself. I've been all over the world. I've danced with 3 presidents, including Obama. I did a movie called Beach Street. And what I started to see is time slipping past us, expiring. And we're expiring. And history has not been told the proper way. And so what I needed to do is, for example, the West Coast. I went over to the West Coast. I didn't do 1 documentary, I did 3. It talks about the culture, but as far as I can remember back, these women did something good, something wholesome, and they blew up. But the fact that they were able to sustain it 30 some more years, and I've been to some shows with them, they're huge. They're huge, and they cannot be erased. So we started a company called You Can't Erase Me. And so just like JJ Fad, this story needs to be told because it also sets history straight, you know.
Yeah.
And when you set history straight and you allow these women to be a beacon for younger women and people, this is family.
Yeah.
And that's why I did it. But in all fairness, I told them what I was going to do before I started
Yeah.
and what I was going to capture. And my interviews generally last about 20 minutes for everybody. So I have to see this. I have to be able to understand what they want and then deliver it.
Well, love it. So, Raven, you were there from day one, and you said first there's a little hesitancy. So, what was the moment where you're like, you know what? Like, there's something magical here. Like, we have to make this happen.
I told him I was gonna beat him up if he
Yeah, that too. No, but you know, I remember being out in Rio Alto. You guys were like jump roping or something and saying all that crazy stuff, like them crazy words. And when I was going to go in the studio, it's like, let's go do something. I'm like, all right, like let's go make music. And I'm just gonna be honest in front of these guys, but I ain't saying on the thing.
Okay.
When they wanted to do another Whole Bites the Dust as the single, I was like,
does everybody know about Another Whole Bites the Dust?
yeah, I'm like, y'all trying to mess with like Roxanne Shante and the real. I'm like, I don't know if you want to be messing with the girls on the East Coast like that.
But this one was
She
out.
went
right?
Yeah, so we did it, but then it was like, what I knew was hot on the West Coast was party music. So that's why we did Supersonic, and it just happened to blow up.
I still like the diss song.
We liked this song too. We loved it, but
Roxanne Shante ain't got no hair
Hair
in
in
the
the
back.
back.
Okay, and you guys are good with Roxanne Shante.
Yeah.
oh, we're so good. Like I think that we have all grown, we took it personal and she took it personal back in the day. So there was no love lost at all. But who are these West Coast girls coming after me? Who are you? You know, and so she jumped right back with her Whack It song, you know, and we jumped right back with something else. So it's like, that was what you did back in the day. You had Kumo D and LL Cool J, you had all these beefs going around. So us being new to the industry, we were like, okay, that's the way to get known, to get noticed, for everybody to be like, ooh, did you hear what she said? But come to find out,
Nobody heard that.
yeah, they were like, nobody heard it because it didn't get pushed because I guess the sound wasn't what they wanted, or they didn't think West Coast could hang with the East Coast. But when they flipped that record over,
The B-side.
that's when Supersonic played, and then that's what they do. And then after that, that's when they flipped it over to the A side, and then everybody started to hear about Another Hoe.
Yeah.
And that's when they started not liking us because they finally heard it. And they were like, well, dang.
Let's talk about Supersonic just so